sort of step one when you come into the studio and get ready to draw. We're going to be standing, and even if you, for some reason, like if class gets disrupted because of the virus this semester and you have to work from home or from your dorm room, we're going to be working as much as possible standing. Part of that reason is because standing affects our eye level, and our eye level affects our perception. So we always want to, and also if you're standing, your height's not going to change overnight. So your eye level is always going to be the same. Okay, your eye level and the horizon line are the same thing. So when we talk about horizon line, we talk about eye level. It's essentially interchangeable. All right. So when you get ready to come in the studio, or if you happen to be at home, you're going to set yourself up to draw with your drawing surface. So I just have, this is paper that you all have in your kits and got on the first day. I've got myself some Vine charcoal here. This is a mid-weight Vine charcoal. And then I also have a set of pencils. I'm going to always have a sort of longer pencil to use as a measuring tool while drawing. So simple tools. Also, I like to have a chamois. This one's really dirty. When you get yours in your kits the first day, they're going to be nice and bright and clean and kind of like a yellow color. Okay, no erasers on the first day, or even really for the first couple weeks. So we're going to come into the studio every day and we're going to be practicing drawing from life, perceptual drawing. That means perceiving stuff on a three-dimensional surface with an environment around it, translating that to a two-dimensional surface, which is our window, our picture plane, our drawing surface. We're always going to work with a viewfinder. You're going to make this on the first day if you haven't already. And this is a 6 inches by 8 inches window for your viewfinder, and it's directly proportional to the page that we have here. So here we have a 24-inch by an 18-inch work surface. So the measurement up here is 18 inches. This is 24 inches. So this 8 by 6 window divides that number on top into thirds. And that means that this is totally and completely proportional. So the reason that's important is that when I stretch my arm out and I find my view and choose my composition with the still life, what's in this window I'm going to translate here, okay? So that's something that we're always going to be doing. That's part of our mechanics process. So you always want to be standing, and you want to be just a couple of feet away from, or an arm's length away from your drawing surface. You don't want to be like this drawing, because then we're not really going to be able to look and see what's happening here. We're not going to be able to use our measuring tools and things like that, which we're learning about here in the first part of this semester. So you always want to be in a position where you can stretch your arm out, and your fingertips here, the back of your fingers, are going to touch the drawing surface. Then you're going to be able to control what happens, the pressure that you're using, the mark, and really have a lot of control because you're drawing from your shoulder instead of drawing from your wrist. Okay, so standing this way, and then I want to have my non-dominant hip facing the still life. Okay, so if we're in the studio together, we'll talk about this. Let's say 4 other people are here in the classroom with me in the studio. They're all drawing from the still life. They can be all the way around like spokes of a wagon wheel, and you want your easel and your drawing board to be perpendicular to the still life, like this. And then your kind of body posture is going to also be perpendicular. Then you're going to be able to pivot and swing at the hips so that you can measure and transfer a measurement to your drawing surface. You can measure, you can look, and then you can draw at the same time. You don't have to move your body around much. You're just shifting your hips. You can plant your feet. That way, the distance is always going to be the same between you and your drawing and you and the still life. And as you're trying to perceive and measure, things won't change.